CBC Naruto.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Arizona Summer Classic. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular sight for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party, mixed in with a heck of a tournament.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, that's just how you envision it when you walk to the first tee. High and deep, right in the middle of the fairway. Good way to start. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Strong winds have been a factor all day here, Frank. What's the key to scoring low in conditions like this?
Well, sometimes you've almost got to make the ball go to ground. You just got to keep it out of those high breezes, play away from the trouble.
Oh my goodness, he just made that. I can't.
All right,
I was thinking,
let's get it. Let's go. That's how I get it done. Perfect execution by me.
Par 4 second hole, a little bit longer than the first. This one at 442 yards.
Yeah, they've added a new tee, changed the
You go on the
bunkering
first
down the
hole?
right side. Still a semi-blind
What?
tee shot. A hole that bends softly to the left
Amazing.
side. The bunkering around this green has changed. Still, it requires a very precise tee shot.
That was really amazing by me, for real. That was a really amazing by me, for real though.
Nicely played onto the fairway here at the second hole. These are fun shots to play, but they can be scary because if you don't take the right club, this ball could sail forever, never come down. It is well down the hill to that green.
And for real though, it's like that person said on the Fortnite rap collaboration. Yeah, so shout out to that. They called it a rap battle, but it was almost like a rap collaboration. But yeah, still pretty fresh, still pretty amazing. So yeah, shout out to that.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is a beauty, a real beauty. Locked in on the read and the speed. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power?
Good job, man. Damn!
Sweet, Frank.
Golf ball.
Super.
Shout out to Human Torch, Superhero, Fantastic Four, Marvel, and my girl Brie Larson has got the Marvel. She flames on also.
I've seen some long
Cosmos.
tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that
And my girl Brie
ball
Larson's
up,
Captain
get it up there quickly,
flames on also
get
the
the
power
wind
of Cosmos.
behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit.
All right.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at Eagle coming up.
It's no snack, though.
You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Starting to play some good golf. With that birdie, moves to 4 under for the tournament. Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional. Doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Just another solid shot, about 8 feet from the hole. Eyeing this putt for a birdie. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from the left to right. But you can see why a draw is the
Shout
preferred
out to
shot
Human Torch,
at TPC
and also my girl
Scottsdale.
Brie Larson has got the Marvel. She flames on too. The power of the Cosmos.
That's an absolute beauty.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, well, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot. That's fine.
Well, Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen. This looks like it's heading for the bunker. Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. And he makes it for par. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dogleg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Setting up for this next approach, our featured player starting to pick it up after that less than stellar start to the round.
But as we know, Rich, golf is such a streaky game. Perhaps now this player can catch fire and put together some good holes in a row.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That will be a great look at birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
What a turnaround, Rich.
Showing a lot of fight right now. Poor start to the round, but never gave up. That is a huge birdie right there, right back in the mix. Coming off that exciting front side, we are set to go on the back nine here at the TPC Scottsdale. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Just a gorgeous afternoon. Great crowds as always, and you can feel the excitement building, Frank.
Oh, you certainly can, and the 10th hole's been changed quite considerably. You used to bail out down the left side, Rich, but they put a little bunker down there that sort of stops that play. And for the ones that tried to drive directly at the green, there's a little bunker that's hidden in the distance that'll sort of stop you going on that line. So really has to be respected. And the 428, or the rather modest 428 yards there, will play a little longer because this will play as a true dogleg right par 4.
This one has a chance to be close. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Now it's at sneaky distance. Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. He needs this for par. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. On to the par 4 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 15th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee, and that should shape up nicely for this long par 4.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. Getting set now over the putt. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Did the job right there. Twelfth hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Par 5 13. Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone. Now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side. They certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, a high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing.
Second shot.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. At the 14th now, it's a par 4.
And a dogleg left once again. The bunker on the left side has been pushed out to the fairway to really make you think whether or not you can carry that. It's a lengthy second shot because it's going to play a little bit uphill. And this green is well protected on the left side with the 2 bunkers.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, even at major championships, a good crowd on a single day might be 25 to 30,000. Consider this for just a moment. At the TPC Scottsdale in 2013, round number 3 on Saturday, almost 180,000 fans jammed into that ballpark.
It's hard to imagine that's twice the gate at a Super Bowl on a golf course. Now, obviously, some of it's hidden because of the size of the acreage, but golf just doesn't get that type of crowds anywhere else in the world. But it works at TPC Scottsdale. They have a crowd that keeps going back. They have the Bird's Nest, for example, that goes there. The parties that ring around there. It's an atmosphere that golf never gets anywhere else, but it really works there. The players feel it too. They breathe it. And this is 1 week of the year, just 1 week, where they do feel like superstars.
It's a mix of soft spikes and stiletto heels. There's nothing quite like the TPC Scottsdale. Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Just pulverized that golf.
Golf ball. Shout out to Human Torch. And also my girl Brie Larson's Captain Morgan. She flames on too. Put the power of the cosmos.
That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else.
So what atmosphere? I like it. I like it. I love it.
You look at it from up high with the blink view. It sort of appears as though they dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley
Shout out to
Field
Patrick, my
right
homeboy,
into the desert.
in case he
And this is
just
a
won the last
sellout
Super
crowd.
Bowl,
I mean, this
2019,
is
2020 NFL
20,000
season,
fans,
NFL 100 season.
And there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here
My
at
favorite
TPC
NFL team is New York Giants,
Scottsdale.
by the way. And my favorite NBA team is the Denver Nuggets. All right, that's one thing I say. All right, let's keep it moving. And what's the Patrick Mahomes boy? That's Patrick Mahomes. All right.
Good weekend. Former college #1 makes another birdie. Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par fours in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed. It was designed to be a 7-inch hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This for birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. To the 18th hole now, and Frank, the original designers stepped in and they made this hole quite a bit more challenging.
Yeah, they certainly have stiffened it up. The longest hitters in the game, the Dustin Johnsons, the Bubba Watsons, the J.B. Holmes, used to take it completely over the lake down the left side where there was just one paltry bunker. Now there's a series of bunkers, almost like the church pews at Oakmont, that are littered down the left side, stopping that attack. You're going to have to respect this hole that much more off the tee. Find the fairway. It's still a short iron in, but this finishing hole is now a proper finishing hole.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Settles in over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
All right, CBC Naruto. Over and out.